goed in de scene. Ik moest eigenlijk rennen, we lopen misschien. En ik wil niet eens kijken, mijn ogen die zien. En ze reden niet genoeg dat ik kopen we 10. Move in the beat, hier co-star. I got 5 on my name, I got no star. Come to me just to see how my shoes are.
They said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, you know I've been on a what mission? Okay, let's get it. Okay, let's get it. Okay, let's get it. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's get it. Okay, let's get it. Okay, let's get it. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's get it. 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 Okay, let's get it.
I'm off the gas, amigos. Fuck up my new bitch to tear the mosquito. I need a thought, a hoochie. I want your box, your coochie. I ain't gon' look at them bougie. I do my thing, I can groovy. Get a bitch shoulder like Uzi.
See how they do. I really want to test the top of this day range here. Never reject. Just gonna come back down. So this gray area right here, it's what they opened up at. It's the gap. So this is the gap they have to fill for the daily. So they had to fill in the price here. So I circled this here. See if they'll come up here and maybe fill these prices up here. It's fine, which is expected. And then come back here and fill this gap for the rest of the night. So we'll see what they do.
Casper.
See how they wanna they reject up here in the middle of the range. I'll look for a good entry. So I'm all about the waiting. See what HG doing. Ooh, boy, they're not playing no games. That's pretty solid. They open it like that too? Ah, they did not. They're good.
I'm off the gas, amigos. Fuck up my new bitch to tear the mosquito.
Yeah, this is huge right here. This is a huge info. It's crazy.
I want your box, your coochie. I ain't gon' look at them bougie. I do my thing, I can groovy. Get a bitch
pretty solid.
Get a bitch short. In the form, burn out. Little bitch, she burn out. For the first night, she burnt out. So we'll see how it turn out. Rub me, love me, hold me. Fuck me, suck me slowly. Rub me, love me, hold me. Fuck me,
but we are bullish, so you know, I will take the downside if we get presented that. We are very bullish. We have a lot to fill. How y'all been? How y'all doing today? How y'all been? Pretty good. Are you trading at all today? I'm in my Jersey beat right now, so you know. And my Jersey vibe. Nice. See if we can get.
They say they want me to blink. Something like what's on my hip. Yeah, I got it, I took me a trip. For pockets, I took me a risk.
Alright, so we got no play right now, so no play yet. A lot of rejection. I do want to see this move right here. So I mean, I'm bearish for this tonight. I'm bearish tonight. I'm not bullish tonight. I'm bearish tonight. Tomorrow morning, if this stays in the range here, yeah, I will be bullish all the way, because that just forms all type of institutional flag patterns and crap, right? But what I'm looking at right now, I like this mean pullback, so they can pull back up. And the fact that they opened up in a gap is really big. So I'm looking to take a 50% matrix if I can get one. I got 3 minutes. See how this candle goes. This candle closes really good, like a railroad. I'll look to take it. I really want the Meg though, so they can give me the Meg. I'll take it all the way down. Let's see what they do. Other than that, they had a lot of vectors, a lot of stop hunts today. the whole market, even Nas 100, just tons of just stop hunts. And then they play it in the range, so it just what happens before you know, a big day. Tomorrow's a big day, so everyone's indecisive. Then you got a big day tomorrow, which is market's off, so everybody pulled the orders, and then you have a big day Friday, which is an NFP day. So everybody's so indecisive coming in the first week of the year to trade. All right, 9 seconds to see how they treat me. All right, let's see what we want to do. I'm looking for an $800 night. I could do $800 night. I'm good. See if they'll come and give me the advance entry. We feel that? We did feel that price. All right, let me get some flat orders down here. Pretty good solid move there. I could do the direct settlement price. All right, let's see if they'll give me the patient entry or the advance entry in here. They'll reject off this 200. Reject off the 200 would be a solid one. If they don't, they could just drop. Yeah, they can. All right, I can't be picky, right? There we go. All right, I'm in this. I'm gonna watch this for a minute. I got $900 win, $440 risk that I wanted to. So I want to see them pull down and hit this bottom order right here. I believe it don't have a wick out here, but it looks, this is also in 30 minutes. So they got some orders down here they got to fill. But this entire area where my TP's at, they opened up above it. So on the daily, if you see on the daily, they didn't open up. So this is a lot to fill right here, right? So this is a huge drop to come down to fill some price. And then they can just simply, you know, this daily wick they had today, they go ahead and fill this daily wick here, and then boom, that's fine. But I'm bearish tonight due to the fact that they opened up with a gap. I mean, they've already opened up with a gap. It went up 67 ticks or so, 40 ticks. So we've got 60 ticks to the downside. So we got 60 ticks to expand 60. So we got a long way to go. So let's hold on. They went 40. We average 100 a night or 99 a night. So what's that from there? We got another 60. So let's put it past settlement price. How about that? How about them apples? Put it past settlement price. And then we go. We'll let it rock. Stop loss 10 ticks above that high there. I won't let it get past my safety, which is gonna be like right here. So I'm not gonna let it go past that. I'm not about that life. I don't like drawdown to begin with, so I ain't gonna sit there and watch it go. All right, so we got a few ticks here so far, about almost 10 ticks in profit. So I'm looking for my first TP, or my first, let's say, we have, how long is this? 60, so let's say the first 30 is checkpoint 1. Take one off. The first 30, we'll say if we can get a straightaway trade. Right now we're in the middle of this, we're in the middle of the straightaway trade. So our straightaway trade starts up here. We're in the middle of it. Push 1, pull back, we're in the middle of push 2. So push 2 just drops to the 200. This will be my TP1. Just before it. I'll watch for this rejection right here. I'll watch for that reject. Well, it's really literally right there. Watch for that rejection right here. So I'll watch that rejection right there, around there. See if they'll try to tap it and pull up. We do got a vector zone down here. Huge drop. This goes and ties in with the gap. So that gap, open up the gap. So it has plenty of time, and it will. It might not do it all tonight, but it will at some point. But this is looking for a pretty solid drop. Although copper shot up to the upside, I mean, hey, it might have had some news somewhere. I don't see news for gold, and I'm not saying that this thing just can't correct on me and just do a 50 bounce. You know what I'm saying? So, not saying that it can. I do my risk. I do have the potential of 50 bounce here, pulling back, hitting the 50 bounce. I got a potential bounce here of a 200 bounce, but once it passes this 200, we're looking to soar. We can expect this to happen, come down. So we can expect this. What is this? Where we at? We could expect like this move here to come down, 50 bounce, or we can expect the 200 bounce. So we can expect one of those happen if it pulls back, which is fine. Always know your risk. So again, 50 bounce or 200 bounce, those are my risks. Straightaway trade is what I'm looking at to hit for this first TP. But yeah, like there's a lot of rejection here, and the fact they opened up the gap. Yeah, I'm just not bearish. Maybe other people are, but I'm not bearish tonight. I don't feel comfortable taking buys with the gap. That's just me, because I've experienced when I take buys with the gap, it just continuously stops me out and just yanks my trade. So lower time frame might be, so we'll see. First time frame to see a sell would be, well, obviously 1 minute, but 3 minute. Yeah, and then we have the 5 minute. So they might not go as far because they only can go so far. But what my stop loss or my TP is at is the ADR. So let's see where we at. ADR is not 100. It's 100. Yeah, so the ADR is here. So I'm looking to get the rest of the ADR. Push 2 and 3. Maybe let's give me push 2 and we'll go down. But other than that, we have these vectors here. So I'm waiting for that trade to go. I'm not gonna babysit it. If we take an L, I'll take an L. Not that serious. Right here we have this vector, right? And a lot of times people, I'm gonna use my little, a lot of time what happens is we're anticipating this drop. So let's just go back. So a lot of people are always like, people like, oh, I want to play the vector. I want to play the vector, right? And that's okay. That's cool and all. And that's cool. But the vector is not something you just like, oh, I'm looking for. It's something you identify. So that's what we do. We identify the vector. So when you identify, all of our signature trades are just like, we identify it. You have entries. So you have sauce, you got shifts, you got meg, right? You have the 50% matrix, right? So you have those entries. Those are what you're looking for. The signature trades are you to identify. You are identifying them, and once you identify them, then you take your entry. All right, we that makes sense. Give me some ones in the chat. Some yeses. That makes sense. Because a lot of times people are like, oh, I just trade the vectors. Like that's cool and all, but you are just looking for the vector, and you're missing the total move. You're missing the move. You're missing what's going along with that vector. You missed sauce. You missed shift. You missed the straightaway trade. If you're counter trading, like you missed a lot of crap. Because you're just looking for the vector, and then the vector comes, and then it stops you out because you weren't properly, analyzing the trade. So what happens is, for example, this counter trend trade, the first thing people will say, like, oh, they're going to vector down. That's the first thing people say. Oh, they're going to vector down. Yes, that's right. They are going to vector down. So the fact that we know that they're going to vector down, that's one. We know we have a possible entry. They're continuously down. Well, if they come back down here, we know if they pull back, they are 100% going to stop hunt. It's just how far they're going to stop hunt, right? So it's how far they're going to stop hunt. So when they make the stop hunt, you just identify the first leg or the second leg, or you identify that stop hunt. You identify that. That's what you're doing. But in between that, if you are, let's say, Eric comes to the chart and he sees this shift, he's like, I'm gonna take this trade. He's not thinking about the vector at the bottom because he's already in an 8 candle rule. He's already in a shift. He's already maybe in the mag. He's not worried about what that vector's doing. But somebody that saw this shift here, all right, see the shift right there, they're like, you know what? I'm waiting for the vector. And then you wait for the vector, and then you get trapped in consolidation, right? So don't be waiting for the signature trade. Just identify that signature trade and then trade it, because we know that it can keep going, right? We know it can keep going. Here's an example here. We pulling back a little bit. Yeah, we pulling back, whatever. All right. So here's one here. So we have a clean, good move here, right? They come out and then they stop hunt right there. Boom. They give you a stop hunt there. And then you got somebody waiting for the vector first leg, second leg, boom, they get in. That's a clean wait for the vector. That's what you want to see. First leg, second leg, we got clear divergence. So we got first leg, we got second leg, and we got clear divergence right here. Or sorry. We got clear divergence right there. Clear divergence on the whatever here, right? Clear divergence down here. So we got the divergence, looks good. So now you have the divergence. You know, like, all right, it told on itself that I can get in the trade. Boom. You know, we got equal bottom, we got lower lows, but we got some highs here. We got some highs here. We get the market being low here, market going high here. It's telling on itself, right? We got our move, shift, whatever we're doing, combined shift, good, true shift, whatever we're doing, get into market. But the person that's waiting for the vector, right? You're still waiting for that vector, right? In between this, say this is what's the 5 minute time frame. In between that, you have moves right here. You've got this move right here, right? You got that sauce right there. That one candle, that's a $200 move, $300 move. Just that one candle to the downside. 1, 2, that's probably gonna hit your TP right there. All right, that 1 and 2 right there. That's an easy $300 to $500, $500 move just right there on just one contract. Just that move. If you're trading NQ, if you're trading maybe YN, whatever you're trading, 9 times out of 10, you're trading NQ, you're gonna do 3,500. Let's go right here. This is a 40 tick move. One tick, right? That's $400 on just that one move. Y'all follow me? So you're in between this, right? Yeah, we're waiting for that. We know, you gotta think about it. You know that the first leg or the second leg is not supposed to take out that first leg. You know that. So you know they had a clear stop on here, so you had to wait, right? They came back down, and I gave them a chance to, go ahead and take it out. But they throw you sauce. You got a lower time frame. Sorry, you got a higher time frame BTS. From here to here, you got a higher time frame BTS. Take it outside the box. In between these EMAs, anytime you're trading in between EMAs, you're counter trend trading, right? No matter what. Anytime you're trading in between EMAs, you're counter trend trading, maybe just not on that time frame, but on another time frame. So anytime you're in between the EMAs, you're counter trend trading. So why not take the trade from here to here? You already have a 3 candle rule, 1, 2, 3. If I'm not a profit, I get out the trade, right? But you have to think about it and observe. All right, I have a trend vector. Joe out. We have a trend vector here. We have a trend vector going into the EMAs, right? All right, but now this trade can possibly continue to go down and go down and go down. That's fine. All right, continue to go down, go down. Like, we don't know if it's going to come back and give us first leg, second leg. We got to identify it. So it's going to continue to go down. We don't know that. So my expectations, if I see this, I'm expected to go down to hit this blue line because we already corrected, but we hit this blue line here, right? So we hit this blue line here. That means we're going to go ahead and start reversing. But if we just come to the white line, what does that mean, guys? So what fear can you reduce already? What are they doing? They pull back to this white line. What are they doing? They're correcting. They're correcting, right? The correction. They're making a correction. So you can already eliminate the reversal fear. The market is just making that correction. And they come back through. So, you're like, you know what? They're going down and they've already consolidated at this white line. Anytime you see pins and railroads at the white line, like, I can say to myself, hey, this is a slam dunk. Like, they're going to come off of this and they could possibly shift, or this is an equilibrium here. This whole zone right here, this is an equilibrium. So this is the 50 EMA on another time frame. So if I see this sauce coming off the equilibrium, I'm taking it because I got good probabilities of this leaving the equilibrium to continue down to the downside, right? So if you're taking that, now you know your TP 100% is to this first leg. All right, to this first leg, and then you continue on. So this right here is a good $400 move just based off you observing being inside that vector. This is the stop hunt right here. Guess what? They did another stop hunt. They weren't done yet. That's the stop hunt there. So now you got the first leg, you get the second leg. All right, you got some divergence down here. divergence down here, and now you got your entry down here. You can get for the longs, but your shorts are right in between this. All right, right in between that. So don't just be looking for, oh, I need to look for the vector. Like, you identify the vector. They pull back on me. How far? I'm gonna check. Oops, over here moving stuff. Let me go back. My flat orders. Here we go. That makes sense. That's how you're looking for it. That's what I want to go over right now. So everyone's looking for the vector. Good. Be identified. Don't look for it, guys. Identify it. So you want to identify the vector. So that is your vector. This whole thing right here, this is a vector. Yeah, this is a vector. This whole day, they came in first leg, second leg, not take out the first leg. That's cool. But if you're trading this, shift all the way down, looks great. You got your TP, or you know what? I got my sauce. I'm good. But you got to think outside the box. Whatever you see happening on one time frame, say you in the 5 minute, it's happening on the 15 minute, it's happening on the 30 minute, right? Whatever, however you trade, all right, on one time frame, you can trade on any time frame. Any time frame. But you gotta look outside the box. You can't be like, oh, it's gonna vector down, so I'm gonna wait for it. And that's fine, because you can catch this trade both ways. Catch it here, boom, all the way down. All right. If you see it rejecting, you're gonna see the rejection, because look at the TDI. TDI's coming back at you. TDI's coming back at you. TDI's coming back at you. What's this? This is the meg, the opposite direction. So you know it's coming back at you. So at some point you have to get out. Guess what? Your LC tells you gotta get out anyway. At the least, your failsafe saying get out. But when your failsafe tells you get out, well, you got the first leg, you got a second leg, you got divergence. You look at the entire move, and you're back in the trade. So that takes homework and that takes time to practice, because that's called a rebound. You have to be able to rebound your trade. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to rebound. Hey, if I get out, I'm getting back in the trade if this happens. So if this happens, I'm going to do this. If this happens, I'm going to do this. You have to be able to rebound your trade and be fast, because we know futures is quick. And with the matrix, we can trade any way we want, up and down. There is nothing in my rule book. There is nothing in your trading handbooks that's PDF'd, which I update. There's nothing in there that says how many trades you got to take per day. If somebody finds it, let me know. I'll give you 1,000 ban. I'll give you a ban right now. You can find out how many trades we're supposed to take a day. There is no rule that I've ever written that says you're supposed to take 1 trade a day. You got to take 2 trades. No, I don't care if you take 30 trades. It doesn't matter. Just because you take 30 trades doesn't make you a bad trader. Just reduce your setups. You might be a hard scalping on a 30-second. You might be hard scalping on a 15-second. Because guess what? You could take those vectors on a 30-second. You could take those vectors on the 50. You take a stop punch on a 15-second. Nothing says you can't, right? So trade what you see, not what you think. And you got to see all this in here. This is what you have to say. Just because you saw that, that's a BTS another time frame, take it. Boom, right? So shift to the upside, take it. Boom, right? So you have to be able to rebound your trade. That's called rebounding your trade. So they had a lot of stop hunts though. So that's why I wanted to go over with these here. And then you have these flat orders as well. So you gotta remember these flat orders are important. Because these orders here, these flat orders, this is a perfect example here. If you know that this order here, right? It's called on flat orders. Well, here we go. Flat orders here. Oops, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna circle it for you. So let me zoom in. Might make sense. All right. So you always hear me talk about the flat orders. These flat orders here, it's just no price, right? No price. Right? So no price here. There's no price. Well, sorry, there is price, but there's no rejection. There's no rejection of price. So no wick lives matter here. So we got no wick. So we have no how can I say it? How can I put it in layman's term? They haven't come back for the price yet. They got to come back for this price. So they're going to come back for this price down here because it's flat order. So they're going to come back. They weren't indecisive or anything. It was just zero order. So in between this, right? In between this, all right, there were some orders that weren't filled. There's a little box in here, wherever. It could be billions of orders that weren't filled. They're going to come back to get that. We look to at some point, they're going to come back to get this. So if you're taking sells or taking shorts, you want to target this candle. This is the candle you want to target. Pretty much what I'm targeting now. You want to target this candle because they're going to come back to take that price. So if we go up here, all right, we have a accelerated sauce here. We got accelerated sauce and a counter trend. So when they come down, Well, that's one candle right there. They come down here and they take out this price here. See, they take out this price. They will take out and fill this price, whether the wick does it, but at some point, your ticker, they're going to come get this price, whether you like it or not. So whenever you're selling, you're buying, and you see this, you want to target this candle. So this is something you want to target. All right. So, and that's what I'm targeting now. So where's it at? There we go. Well, a little further. Let me get my stop loss right. I keep moving it, or my TP right, because I keep moving that thing. Right at the settlement. Where we at? I gotta redo it now. Hold on. I moved it. There we go. Try to get the rest of the ADR. I took a sell this morning, but I second guessed myself on the divergence, missed out the buy. And that's fine. I mean, and that just comes with, as I said, you mark it up. So take some time and mark up 50 divergence charts. Your eyes will get used to it. Right? Your eyes get used to it. And I used to do it all the time. Just mark up divergence. Like, baby, just mark up divergence. Just mark up all divergence. You mark up every single irregular M or W. Like, this is a good W here. First leg, second leg. This is nice. But right here, you got the second leg, take out the first leg. I would mark up 50 to 100 charts of this until I can see, why it did this, why it did, what I'm saying? It's taking out price. It just stop hunting it. It's just don't stop hunt. And they'll do that. But you got divergence here. So when you have divergence, it's just, after that, it's just, they tells on itself. It's like, all right, well, that's not my entry, but I know when it's coming. I know we're about to head back up, or we're about to head back down. So, and that just comes with just practice and just a lot of charting. I mean, I get it. I mean, wake up in the morning, have some coffee, sit at your your desk, your trading station, put some music on, sip your coffee and chart. That's what I do. That's all you do. That's how you get hundreds of charts done, just by doing it. And then once you're done, shoot, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you get up and do it. And then all of a sudden, 10 o'clock rolls around. 2 hours later, you up 50 to 100 charts, and then you're good. So I mean, it's how you do it. I won't even when I Netflix and chill, I'm market. I'm doing something. I'm looking at the market. I'll look at the market. So you gotta discipline yourself to just really market what you're looking for. Advanced stuff. The only way you get advanced is only if you're going to continue market up. And there's a lot of times you guys are doing your homeworks and you ask me advanced questions, and I'm giving you the answers. I'm giving you half the answer, make you work for it. But yes, you're 9 times out of 10, you guys is correct. So I'm like, all right, well, they're seeing it now and they're doing more work. So it's all making sense. It's all coming together. Now they just have to apply it and don't overthink it. But what I showed you on the vector, that's something that you have to identify. Like, you can't let that go. That's leaving a lot of money on the table, especially for pairs like NQ. People that trade NQ all the time, or even like oil, oil too, but like NQ and like YM, like when you're trading an ES, when you're trading those, like those are crucial moments inside that vector that you're missing because you're just looking for the vector instead of identifying it. So what we do is we identify the vector and then we take the entry. We don't just wait for the entire entry. If you see the vector, yeah, you know what the entry is. It's a no-brainer. First leg, second leg, take it, shift, meg, whatever you're looking for. That's a no-brainer. That's clockwork. I could reduce the vectors from 9 steps to 3, to be honest with you. But we take those certain areas to make sure we are looking for those confirmations and how it's built out. The vectors do that, so they happen all day. But when you're looking for divergence and stuff, that takes skill, that takes eye, that takes charting. The only way you're going to see divergence is if you're charting. And you're going to see a lot of divergence in these vectors. One, the market's real volatile, but two, I mean, the volume coming into the new year is going to be crazy. So you're going to see a lot of divergence, and you can catch stuff like that. So, and then you're not going to be afraid to take those trades like we're doing right now in the middle of the day, in the middle of the night, or sorry, well, the start of the range, and have a $400 stop loss. You would okay with that. $400, we know $400 is easy to get back. So if we take that loss, we're not revenge trading. Now you're taking a $1,400 loss at the A range, and you're coming back in the New York section trying to get it back. Yeah, you're revenge trading. You took that L, right? But you got to. Me personally, I don't have a set number every day that I'm going to lose. Like, I'm going to lose 400 today. I'm going to lose 600. It's just, I don't. Honestly, I don't. Not trading this, right? Not trading this type of market. Not trading the futures. I come to the market and I say, all right, this is my account. This is what it looks like. All right, I like this trade setup. On this trade setup, I want to lose this amount. at most for the most of my day, I'm willing to lose at the most 800, at the most 800. I'm willing to lose at the most for the day. And if I lose 800, I'm out because I know that my number 800 to get back does not take me a day, does not take me 2 days to get, doesn't take me a week to get, right? So don't put yourself in a bad loss to where you got to be all week trying to get your profits back, right? So don't be doing that. Trying to go on, then you go on tilt. And once you go on tilt, it's over. So we all know about tilt, right? We all know what going on tilt means, right? Don't do that. Once you go on tilt, it's over. Like all your mechanics are out the window. You're in the fuck it mode. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let the count go. Stop loss off. You're like, fuck it. I'm let it go. It's got to take me out. And I've been there. Like, all right, you know what? Shit. This trade got to take me out. When I traded Forex in the beginning, like, man, fuck it. This trade got to take me out. You got to blow my account for this one. Shoot, take me out before I close the trade. That's the mentality you get. You start getting that mentality. You don't want that mentality. You don't need that because we got too many exits. You know what I'm saying? Too many exits. Be like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm out. I'll come back and get the trade. But you don't want to have a mentality. But we got to be able to identify it. So today we identify that vector, and we see what's inside that vector. Because inside that vector, let's see if we can go. I'm not really worried about this trade because we got stop loss. Let me just try to find one that actually shifts in the middle. Let's see if we can find one that shifts in the middle. Trying to find a good one that shifts in the middle but comes back at you and continues going. I want to find one that shifts in the middle and then continues going. Let's see. Okay, here's a good one. In between this. Okay, so here's a good one here. All right, so they come down, right? I'm just gonna draw here. They come down here and they give you a clean stop hunt vector. Boom, they give you a nice clean move vector out. That's like a nasty fast magnitude push there. And then the average person, I'm gonna say all of you guys, the trainee, the students, you guys are gonna wait here, you're gonna mark up first leg. And then you're gonna wait here, you're gonna mark up second leg, right? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead, boom, get in this vector. All right, first leg, second leg, and you're gonna try to get in, and all of a sudden it KCs or LCs you out right there, right? And then you quit. And you're quitting. Instead of zooming out, right? We zoom out and we see what the hell did it actually do? It gave you a vector. Oh, it's not done yet. It shifted. It shifted here. So why would I get back in? Where's my next target? The 800. There's a target there. It rejected down here. It didn't get there. First leg, second leg. Oh, it didn't work out for me. I got to give up. I'm going to try to wait for it to, because we're waiting for this move here. Because let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm lying. You wait for this move here. Wait for this right here. That's what you want right there the whole time. The whole time you waiting for this right there. Let me know if I'm lying. That's what you're waiting for the whole time. Instead of seeing this here, you got the first leg that comes down. All right. And then you have come down, you got the second leg, and they give you in the trade right there. Boom. And all of a sudden they take you out right there. Instead of seeing that they took me out, but I can get back in. I can rebound my trade because I can get back in because we are now we're under the 50. So we got some selling power underneath this equilibrium. So why not take our trade and target this 800, which is exactly where they go. Now we go from a let's say I don't know what this is, 10 ticks, maybe $60 loss to a $600 win or $700 win. Just because we were able to act fast, we identified that vector, didn't work out, we act fast, and it gave us the move. And that's it. 800, target that next EMA. They're going to go there. They're going to go there. Boom. Next thing you know, you're done. Trap Day Friday's out the way. But you got to be able to think outside the box. What I'm saying is identify the vector, but don't give up on the trade because we're looking for the vectors and then just looking for the first leg, second leg, or looking for the second leg, not take out the first leg. Like, I get it, it's instilled, but you got to be able to identify, look outside the box. Say, you know what? They gave me that vector. I identified it. Didn't work out. I have another entry. Take my entry, right? So that's when I wanted to show there when they continue down. When they come down and they take out that leg and all of a sudden they give you what you want, and then they just continue down for another stop hunt. So they stop hunt here, they stop hunt here, and they go ahead and take out this stop hunt with this one right there. And then what they do again, they continue, they pull it up, they give you some more sauce, boom, and they continue on with another stop hunt. And they'll get that dirty. And the market gets that dirty. We just gotta identify it. If we zoom out, what they do? They shift it up, boom. They shift it down the whole time. Now, a good way to not get sidetracked by like, oh my God, what's happening down here is just watch the 200 and the 50. This is a shift on another time frame. The next time frame up, that's a shift. It's a market structure shift. So you know that you got a lot of selling power happening right here. A lot of selling power happening out here. You might not get that full counter trend vector because you are counter trend vectoring, right? So you might not get that full vector, but you can get some sauce in here. You got this is a whole correction here. It's a whole higher time frame correction happening. And they did exactly that. Let me know if y'all following me, some twos, some yeses, some nos. Let me know. Give me something. Oh yeah, I know I'm over here blabbing, but I just want to make sure y'all understanding this. So I'm trying to, if you don't understand, let me know. But I just want to put this out there. Like, don't get stuck on fixated on one thing. You have a lot going on in the market, and you could rebound if you need to. What I'm saying, don't just stay stagnant. Look in between the fine line. All right, so what's our trade doing? What we doing here? Let's see. Let's see what we are doing. All right, so we are pretty stagnant here. I'm still not convinced that we're just gonna shoot up, even though copper did some nastiness. Yeah, they did some nastiness. Pretty legit. So what we have here? We have. We got this move here. We got this order here that they can take out. They haven't taken out yet. This is part of that gap. And again, like I said, the risk is that they can go ahead and 50 bounce or they get 200 bounce. They're almost at 200. They're almost there. But that's the risk. Come down here and 50 bounce. Come down here and 200 bounce. That's my risk. But the reward is them coming and filling the rest of this gap for the rest of this night. Will they do it on this session? Probably not. They'll probably do it like at 9:30, 10 o'clock if they have a chance. But our volume is low because, we got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. And they close at like what, 8:15 tomorrow, so we can only get so much. But I like to see my analysis try to play out and then see where we go from there, basically. If I was all about take my money and be out, we would have been out on this call. We would have been out, as soon as we got on, we wouldn't have profit, $400 immediately. I've been done for the night, right? Done for the day. Tomorrow, no more trading day. Done. But I wanted to go over that lesson because I've been wanting to show that for a little bit. So it makes sense. I just started seeing. Yeah, they do that. They'll just fake you out. You just gotta look at it, just follow it, trace it, talk to yourself. Sound crazy in your house, talking to yourself, but you're like, hey, you gotta just draw it, mark it up. If they do this, I'm doing this. What they did. That's why I don't get mad at my losses. I'm like, well, shoot, I know what they're doing. Hey, I'm in a counter trend right now. I'm in a counter trend trade. We're clearly bullish. The two risks is the 50 bounce, 200 bounce. So I know why they lost. So what the hell am I mad about? I'm just being straight up. Like, what am I mad about? I know the two risks: 200 bounce, 50 bounce. I know the risk. Our reward is that they fill the gap and they head to the 800. They take me out, I'm out. I find a new setup. As traders, we just get so in our own way. Like, no, I deserve to sell. I deserve it's a certain. It needs to sell because I want it to sell. It needs to buy because I want it to. It's just we can't do that to the market. Market don't care about your feelings. This is how it works. So come in with a clear mind. Like, I like this trade. I'm going to take it. And then if you lose, go back and say, hey, why I lose this trade? Oh, okay. I see what happened. And that's how you really learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, learn from your losses. Like, all right, cool. That's pretty. They got me there, you know? As long as you're not over leveraging, you get to go. I mean, we have this is what 60 ticks now this whole time. Yeah, we got 54 ticks total. Well, yeah, A40, and usually it moves pretty good by now. Say we're 32 ticks or whatever it is. Yeah, so we got that 56. Yeah, so I mean we're not playing that far from the high of the day right now. And they still have this order up here at the very top of this vector zone here. Still got that right there to take out, which I didn't take out. So that was my original entry where I was hoping that before we got on this call, they were going to just shoot up similar to what Copper did and hit this thing up here. And then I was really going to take it for the long haul. But they didn't do that. But I like this underneath the 50 EMA. I liked it. I like the move underneath it. But I do got some divergence, so they might come back at me. If they reject this liquid 50, I'm good. If they reject liquid 50, I'll be good. If they don't, there's a chance they might come for me and just play around in here. If they can reject. If we can reject, go to 200. I'll be satisfied. That'll be TP1. But sure, fill this gap. I mean, I'm gonna wake up and this gap gonna be filled. And like, man, all right, because I'm not holding no trades overnight. I'm not about that life. I'll close out. I'm not doing that. I don't know futures. You wake up screaming. Wake up hollering, boy. Can't do it. I tried it. I don't know how Terrence do it. Terrence be doing it. I don't know how he do it. I can't go like that. I had nightmare. I'd be waking up middle of the night. I'd be like the old days where I had to sleep with my phone on and watch it. I had to watch that bad boy. Sleep my phone on. My phone right next to me. Waking up the whole time, seeing where it moved. And it moved one tick, one pip. Yeah, I used to do that all the time when I traded for it. When I first started trading, my phone was always on. I've been looking at MetaTrader 4. I wasn't even in a trade. I was looking at MetaTrader 4. I wasn't even in a trade. I just so addicted. Now I'm like, whatever. My average trading week is now like 37 minutes. From Monday through Friday, if I trade Monday, I'm like 37 minutes in the market. It's crazy. I went from like 2 weeks in the trade to being 37 minutes. That's crazy. So we got some rejection right here, which I like. These pins and these railroads coming up. I like these pins right here. Rejecting off this right here. So it's price. Rejection or price at this equilibrium. So whenever we have that, I don't want them to fill this price. I want them to stay under this to get a little bit more momentum to come down. So we got a lot of hits here. This whole area right here. Whoever's got some orders up here, whatever it is, it's definitely strong right there. So whatever over here, it's really getting it. It took out this price already, so that's a plus. So it took out that candle's price, so that's a plus. So let's see if they'll give some momentum to go down. Took out that price. Let's see if they'll get some rejection to come back down. I don't see anything else except for maybe this one right here, which is the end all be all up here, which is just spike like bam, you know, spike up. Do me dirty like Copper. But if we can get some push, we're just laddering down here. We get the first push, come back, and we're still in the middle of the second push. So get the first level. First level's done. So we can get the second level down here. This daily over here. this daily gapped bad, so that's what I was going off of. This daily gapped pretty bad, so this is what I'm really going off of. Yeah, this daily it's got really bad. So realistically, the TP would be technically right here to fill the rest of this. So they just opened up right there and they came up. And I like to see it come down to fill the rest of this price down here, which it gapped up or gapped down, or sorry, gapped up. See it push down, and then maybe leave. Probably in the morning, leave all the way up, and then maybe fill this price. It'd be nice to see gold up here tomorrow before we wake up and before they close the markets. That'll be a pretty exciting NFP day because we have all of this up here, some all-time highs up here. So there's a lot of opportunity for this daily to just come on down, fill it, and then just wick, and then just pull on up. So if you're a gold trader, I'll be looking for buys come NFP. Right now, I would expect this day, today, and until tomorrow, I would expect this to be a pullback. I would want a pullback because that would give me the opportunity to really get in around here where, you know, you get a nice, for example, here on the daily, you wouldn't get in on a daily, but you can go ahead and, well, I can't say that because you could trade a micro on a daily and make a lot of money on a 400 or 500 move or 500 candle, 500 pit or tick candle. So I'm not gonna say you can't trade a daily because you can trade on the micro. But if you get an entry down here in between this, the yellow and the red, 513, if you get an entry right down here, I mean, me personally, I would want this to pull down so I can get a better entry. Because realistically, if you're a buyer, you're gonna have to really trade because this thing's gonna leave you soon. So the best entry is really back here. So you can get this candle to pull down here between today and before NFP. This is a good opportunity for a buy on the 5 minute, 3 minute, all those time frames. You could just ride this thing up. I would trade buys every shift, every MES, every super, every mega I see. I would destroy this thing. I haven't been trading like that because I've been trading ES a lot, but I would be destroying this thing in that same direction. I wait for a pullback. As soon as they pull back, I'm getting in. As soon as they correct, I'm getting in. As soon as they reverse and they do that thing where they do this right here on the double reversal. I call it double reversal. When they play with you down here, was it at? I'm sure we could find one. There we go. This thing here, when they do this little reversal and they come back up and get another reversal, a little double reversal here. When they give you that, every time I see this, as soon as they break that 800, bam, I'm in. That's just how I would trade it. If I see that thing pull back a little further, it is, yeah, that's all buys. That's all buys. But I'm gonna be looking at ES, so that's just me. ES and Q. I've been chilling on those. What we gonna do, man? What we gonna do? We gonna drop, or we just gonna? I think we're static. What you think? Think we're static? Now our spreads are opening up. Here's our nice wick. Nice rejection. For range bound. Playing this box right here. Where we at? 37, 36 tick range. That's not a lot. Not a lot at all. So here's where my risk comes. If they come in here and they shift and take me out, they hit this and then they'll continue going. This is where they can get momentum. So they'd have to hit this mag, complete the mag, and they have to have 2 candles send up. If they don't send 2 candles up, they're gonna reject and pull back down. They won't have enough momentum. But hope y'all learned something today. See outside the box, see how I kind of think in theory when I'm trading. A-range hard to trade. The agent section, I mean, it's hard to trade. You just gotta really have time to sit down this time of night. If this is because this is not my trading time. My trading time is at like 8 to 9, and then I'm getting out, and then I might come back at after market opens. Let's say I come back like 10:15 to 11. And that's it really for me, right? So sitting there. 2 candle rules, yeah, that's coming. So basically 2 candle rule, I look at it here, but I'm gonna teach it right now. So basically you have to do this. They gotta break this, they gotta send 1 candle and then 2 candles. Once they have 1 candle, they have 2 bullish candles, it's 9 times out of 10 gonna take you out, right? So this candle can just shoot up, or they can just like print this candle, print the next one, and that's gonna be bullish. Once it's bullish, they're just gonna pull back a little bit and it's gonna take you out. That's 2 candles. That's my rule on there. It's like, hey, I know they're gonna come back at me. So for example here, I got clear divergence. So clear divergence down here, right? Clear divergence here. So this actually is gonna be bullish, right? They're gonna take me out and come up. So that was clear divergence to say I need to get the heck out of the trade. I know that. Got a stop loss, not worried about it, right? I knew the risk. The risk is now what? What are we seeing now? A 50 bounce. We got a 50 bounce. Here's the 50 bounce entry right here. So this is your profit candle coming up for 50 bounce. Now, if I was rebounding it, all right, that's giving lessons right now. But if I was rebounding it, I take my 400 because it's in correction, and a $400 down here. I'd wait for it to give me that 50 bounce, and that would be my next entry. So I would take the money, and then my next entry, since I know we're bullish, basically, I would wait for the 50 bounce, or I would wait for the 200 bounce. But if it broke bearish for 200, then I'm all sells. Because I know that this right here is a higher equilibrium on the time frame, right? So that's how you want to look at it. So it's not like, oh, why did I take $400? Like, it's okay. Like, I know the risk here, right? I'm okay with that. I know I want to come down here. I want to fill that gap. That was all my attention the entire time. But if I was actually trading this, like, I'm gonna get the money, and I'm gonna get the money again, I'm getting to the bag, I would take this like I did now, and I would wait for this 50 bounce, or I would wait for the 200 bounce. So wait for the correction, take my money, cool. Once they gave me the 200 or 50 bounce, I'm back in. I'm for the bulls, right? To get up there, because I know what I see up here is they want to this price out. But that's just how you gotta look at it. Now the 2 candle rule on this is that I have this divergence here, divergence for the candles, divergence from TDI, and then once they break my 50, all right, once they break the 50, the aqua, I know that they print this right here and it's bullish, and they go ahead and they pull bullish again. I know they're gonna come back and take me out because now they got the momentum. Because I know if they have 2 candles, 1 and 2 coming at me, I know this TDI is somewhere getting ready to leave the bands, and they've already stuck that meg on the other side. So that's just how it works. But I'm not gonna go too much into it. That's just how it works. That's for the later day. That's just getting out. That's why I said I had a safety. So I moved my safety. That's why I said I had a safety. My safety was right here, right? It's about right there. So I wasn't gonna watch it come all the way through and put my stop loss. My safety is technically right here, because if they hit this safety and they break above my safety, I'm out. They're gonna take off. They've already got momentum. They're out of here. They're not coming back. All right. So that's why I don't need to watch it hit my stop loss. Once they break it and close above, the body closes above, I'm out. That's how it works. That's how and I'll teach that once you guys get a little better after, see what you see now. But yeah. Well, anytime it breaks the EMA, you can always expect it to go to the next one. That's our way of saying support resistance, right? But I don't like to say that because support resistance gets blown out the water. So those are, the areas of rejection, I say. But anytime you see it break an EMA, and it continues going, get the momentum. For example, it broke this EMA, go to the 200. If it breaks this 200, go to the 800 down here, down to 800. Anytime, that's you could always expect that. Anytime you're taking your TPs and you're counter trend, always take it to the EMA, because they're looking to go to that next EMA. That's the next level. That's the next equilibrium in the market, or the next settlement price, or where orders will be filled. So yeah, you could always assume that. That's you could always assume that. Anytime you trade and counter trend, you take that shift, and you're in the middle of that, you're going to the blue line or the white line. Always take that to the EMA. That should be your primary TP. If you gotta, let's say you trade a micro or something, and you can sustain that stop loss, go, and you got an intraday trade. For example, you got an intraday trade. Let's say you're coming off of the 1 hour, right? You're coming off that 1 hour, and you have, let's see what we can find a good example. All right, let's just say you do this. Let's say that you are trade. Hold on. It's not gonna be there. Nope. I'll find one. All right, here's an example of taking that EMA or taking that trade to the next EMA 1, 2. You get to the EMA, but I'm trying to find the. Let's see if we go 5 minute. We can trade intraday trades, and you can hide your stop. Well, basically hide your. Here we go. This is something good here. So if you go ahead and you take that, say you take a 2 micros or something, you take that move there. You're trying to go all the way like you are now. Trying to go all the way up, right? You can sustain that drawdown because now you have that micro, right? You could tuck this right here, tuck your stop loss behind it, take 10 ticks and tuck it right behind that EMA. And if you know if it breaks this EMA, what do we know? We know it's a reversal, right? We know it's reversal, so they gonna be gone. So we can tuck it there for some safety there, and that accounts for that's a calculated stop loss. It'll account for those wicks in the market. It'll account for those people. Like when this market is moving down, people are just placing orders down here to get buy limits. They're thinking like, hey, once it reaches this number, we're gonna get buy limits. But we could tuck it there. We know if it breaks here and it stays here, it's gonna break down. But we could take some rejection, so why not? But if you're trading micros there, you could sustain that. That drawdown is nothing. That's probably like $50 if that, right? So you can take that and then you can hold this trade like a nice intraday trade. So if you're trying to intraday trade, look for that EMA. Same thing if you're doing regular trading, just in general. Look for that EMA. If it's close enough, go ahead and tuck it behind there. Good area of rejection. So anytime it comes to that EMA, it's a good area of rejection. But don't be trading on a 1 micro and you can't stand that drawdown. Don't do that. Now if you're trading, not mini. If you're trading micro, you're fine. Nah. Nope. I don't. If I exit. If I'm on a 5 minute, I'm exiting time frames down. I don't exit time frames up. So if I'm on time frame, I exit time. So if I'm on, like, say a 15 minute, I'm exiting time frames down. I don't exit time frame up because it's faster to exit to get back in the trade. But if I'm on a higher time frame, I don't exit up because I don't need to. I always just exit on the low time frame. 'Cause 9 times out of 10, I don't make it to like a 1 hour or 45 minute. I don't make it to that far. I'm making it from the 3 minutes maybe to 15. If I walk my trade through, if I get like an entry on the 3 minute, I'll walk it through. If I get an entry on the 5 minute, I'll walk through it. 10 minute, I'll walk my trade. So if I got a shift, I'll just continue walking my trade through. Now that goes with advance, right? So if we're looking at a 3 minute, right, and I see I have a meg down here. I got one of the levels of the meg down here and I take it, I'm in a trade, I'll walk this through. So I got a meg here and then I'm in a trade still and it hasn't come back at me, so I'm pretty good at it, right? Pretty good. And then I'll walk through the 5 minute and I'll see where it's going. So if the 5 minute megs, I'll walk through it. The 10 minute megs, I'll walk through it. So 3, 5, 10, 15, all three of those start megging, I'm staying in the trade. But I'm still looking for a solid exit. Like my exit's gonna be, probably 30-second immediately. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to explain how I will do it because I trade a little more advanced on that, but that's me walking through the trades. I'll walk it through. If I got a shift, I'll look for a shift on every time frame, try to walk my trade through. If I got a meg, I'll walk my meg through every time frame, see if I can get the meg. If I got sauce, I'll look for sauce, and then I'll try to find about 3 minute sauce. I'm looking for a 5 minute maybe shift, or I'm looking for the entry that's gonna still take me in that direction. That makes sense? I'm looking for the entry that's still gonna take me that direction. Looking for the trade, the positive or the negative bias that's gonna put me into that trade. If it's bullish or bearish. I'm looking to see what bears is keeping, like where it's gonna keep me in for the bears, where it's gonna keep me in for the bulls. I'm just walking that trade through every time frame. But if anything, I know I can get out, right? So I'm not gonna take a trade in the 3 minute and then come to a 30 minute and look to get out of the trade. It doesn't really match. That's what I'm saying. So let's see if they did that. So they didn't do the 1, 2, 3. So here you see the 2 candle rule did not go into effect. They came up here and they rejected. They did not do that. So they rejected. So now we are back in business and then we are good. So hopefully they continue going down. Well, they didn't do it. So 2 candle, it was bearish. It means 2 bullish candles. 1 bullish, 2 bullish. They didn't do it and they re-megged down. So they rejected. All wick lives matter. On the NQ, I enter in the 5 minute. It gives me better confirmation. That's a spike too. There we go. So now we have no price there. We got no price here so far. No price there though. So looking to take that price out. But that was a nasty spike. Says
the family matter and the truth for the matter. It was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
yeah. So if you use a mini on a 5 minute, you use a mini or use a micro. Because if you use a micro, you can sustain that drawdown to look for a higher time frame structure for your stop loss. Yeah, on the micro, you could do that. That's fine. You could do that on the micro because you could look for that. You know, if you're in a 5 minute, you got. But that's a sci-fi trade. At that point, that's a sci-fi on the 5 minute time frame. So you're now on a sci-fi trade. So you're basically in a set it forget it on the 5 minute time frame, and your stop loss is going to be the 15 minute time frame. You're already in a sci-fi trade. The micro, you could sustain that drawdown because it's a micro. You're not gonna get killed. But on the mini, you're not gonna have that chance on the mini. Yeah, you're not gonna have sustain that for a minute on the minis. 5 minute entry with a 15 minute stop loss. No way. You'll blow the account basically. So you'll be done for the day. But yeah, the micro, you can come here on the 5 minute and then, you know, mark it up. Your stop loss is like right up here, which is the 15 minutes, somewhere in the 15 minute up here, high at the wick or the 15 minute wick up here. That makes complete sense. Yes, that's a sci-fi trade. But your reward better be like, you know, better be solid, like kind of like how this is looking. Might be looking like that on your risk reward tool. Don't be like being drawdown, you know, $200 to make 40, right? On the mic, don't do that.
What the fuck? I got hits, I got bucks, I got new paper cuts, I got friends, I got foes, but they all sitting ducks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, always. Yeah. So yeah, you could. That's just a sci-fi trade, Cam. Yeah, I mean you're not doing nothing wrong. You're just a sci-fi on that 5 minute. So that's all it's gonna come to. And you could use that. But if you're gonna do that, walk your trade for the 15 minute and put the 20 minute on there because those 5 minutes count in futures. So put 15, 20, and 30, or you can even do 15, 20, 25. Put those if you have those time frames to put on there. But 15, 20, 25, that'll allow you to walk your trade through for at least a good 10 minutes, right? So if you really do get to the 20, your 5 minute and your trade's really going, and then you don't look at these two time frames here, or sorry, you skip the 10 and you look at the 15, which your stop loss is at, and this thing starts to run, and you know say you're in the buy, it starts running your buy direction. You could walk it to the 20 because if the 15 is running, the 20 is going to run. And once the 20 breaks a certain area, or let's say it breaks if the 20 is if the 20 minutes on, 15 minutes on a push, the 20 minutes going to go on a push. But then, you know, the 20 minutes got some type of a pullback, which is fine. But you could expect that 25 minute might be in its first push. That makes sense? So now you really can stay in the trade. You know what I'm saying? You're not moving your stop loss. You're just walking your trade through every time frame. These are confirmations that's keeping you in the trade. This is how you hold your trade, basically. But you know when you need to get out. Like, you got stop loss, and then you got your exits. You know what I mean? So, and that it'll come. Like I said, that's why I want to do these live. We're gonna trade, and I'm gonna show you how to like get in our 30. I'm gonna teach you how to get into this. You know, teach you how to get into these wicks here. You know, teach you how to get actually into this wick and take this whole wick to the whole body. Like there's plays to do that. There's ways to do that off the TDI from other time frames. So you can be in a 5 minute time frame, and you're gonna get all this wick from this wick to the bottom, from that wick to the bottom, just like that. So it's plays for that. But master what you have. But again, I'm gonna be like I said. That's why you come to the lives, watch the recordings, and then just continue studying. All you can do. That's all you can do. But that was a good rejection, so you guys can see those rejections now. How many times you guys were like, oh my god, I get ready to hit my stop loss? I was literally 2 ticks away from my stop loss. 2 ticks. Rejection's real, man. Rejection's real. But y'all got any questions though? I mean, I know I was blabbing, trying to teach a moment, and watching everything on the all the money flow on the screen. Hope y'all learned something new. Don't worry, we'll have some good education. Whole educational, but we're just gonna build off this. So how I look at this is we're gonna build off the vectors, right? We're gonna do trivia, and then we're going to do this right here live, and then we're gonna continue building. So you gotta get the first signature trade. So guess what? Next week we got book club, so we're gonna take a break, let you consume some things, let you do homework, and then we got the book club, so we're gonna read, do what we gotta do, and then the following week, that's what we're gonna do. You guys got trivia for us, second signature trade, followed by a session like this, and we're gonna talk about second signature trades, right? And how to catch them, and that's how we're just gonna build off of it all the way through to March, right? So that's how we're gonna try to do this. And as I'm doing that, I'll teach more advanced stuff. So I was gonna do an advanced class by itself, but at that time, it's just gonna take me longer to teach you advanced when I could just put it in these sessions. So it's just gonna take for you to actually go back and watch the sessions. So yeah, at some point by March, everyone is call, still, should be able to get into these wicks from the time frame when you get shown how to get this whole wick from the time it starts here to the time it gets to this body down here. All right, so that's how you'll be able to get to the market. It's like, so I told you all 2025, I'm here to just help teach. That's it. I'm here to teach and get y'all to the bag. I know so much, but at the same time, at this point, it's been like 4 years, bro. 4 or 5, it's like five, almost 6 years, that I've been holding on to a lot of information. It's like, yo, I gotta give it out because it's a lot of information we don't know. You know what I mean? So at this point, I waited forever. I waited for the perfect moment to teach people this stuff. Like, no, there is no perfect moment. I got an entire academy I built, so put it in the academy. They can go watch it. It's there. So, and I can take it out, and then we could just come to the charts and the New York session or Power Hour or Asian session or London session and say, hey, who want to wake up at 6 a.m., get a quick 26, go back to sleep? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Nothing can say that you can't trade every session. Why not? Are you over trading? If you're trading in one account, probably. If you got multiple accounts, what says you can't designate those trades to do that? So, just what it is, however you want to do your time. But, yeah, I'm gonna teach y'all what I know. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of information out there I gotta give out, but a lot of stuff on TDI. TDI is not done. TDI is definitely not done. It's still more to it, but I gotta build on it. So I'm gonna build on that every week I can to give y'all. So this week was vectors and the bigger picture, and there's still more to it. We're gonna elaborate. We're gonna go back to it because the second signature trade is gonna play into those vectors. You're gonna see it. Everything's gonna come together. It'll be one big picture. So we're gonna really dive in this year and dive into the matrix, and just I'm gonna say honestly by like April the latest, y'all gonna be pretty nasty in the market. There's no reason that you shouldn't just come to the market and just destroy it. I don't come to the market and look at a daily chart. I'll come to the market, I'll put 3 and 5 minute. All right, what do I say? I don't need to do a daily bias. I don't need to do no top-down analysis. Not discrediting anybody that does that. I just don't need to. I don't need to. I got an entire playbook I'm looking for. I got exits, I got entries, I got signature trades. I got what I'm looking for. I don't need to do. I don't care where the high of the day is. I really don't care where the high of the day is at. I don't care where the low day is at. I don't care. Now, I only care when I'm like, oh, I'll try to target that, but I don't. The high of the day, low days doesn't mean nothing to me at 8:30 in the morning, because I know at 9:30 in the morning it's gonna get somewhere, it's getting taken out, and I'm not even gonna press the button at 9:30, so it doesn't even matter. So at 10 o'clock, I'll come back and check it out, or tonight I'll come back and check it out. Like, I don't need to look at top-down analysis, right? That's what I'm saying. So you guys should be able to look. You should be able to wake up middle of the night, 1 o'clock in the morning, and find you a trade on. When you want to see something cool, you got 30 second. Same thing you do on a 30 second, you do on the 5 minute. It looks ugly, but there's still orders here, a lot of gapping, but you can still trade it there. Still trade it there no matter what. You got 1 minute time frame. People love 1 minute time frames. We got a whole shift on 1 minute time frame. Look at that. Straightaway trade in the higher time frame right there. From here to here. From here to here, straightaway trade in the higher time frame. Why can't we come take those trades? We got targets right here. Target right there. Target there. Target there. You know what I mean? We got targets. Take that. Quick scalp. $400. Boom. Out of there. You gotta look at what you're doing, right? Hey, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? The band's gonna drive with that beautiful home you just bought. That bank account that you keep compounding. Because realistically, to be honest with you, we all got on this call. We were done in 6 minutes. It was $400 in profit in 6 minutes. $400 is usually sometimes 2 days of work for people. So the fact that we able to have this skill to say I can get in profit, that I can get in profit in 6 minutes. I can get in profit in 5 minutes and be done for the day, be done for the week in some cases. So take it serious because that's how you work. That's how it works. That's how this works. It's not a bragging sports profession, but at the same time, like who can come to the charts in a strategy like we have and be like, all right, in 5 minutes, I'm good. $400, I'm out. Like that's 6-figure trading. $400, we 6-figure trading right there. We good. And that's just one account. So you gotta think about how you're doing this right now. Think about it. Think about how you want 2025 to go for you. Don't be stuck in 2023, 2022. Like really dive into what you're learning. Like this is like when I learned this was school. This was me for school. When Tyrone was teaching this, I was zoned in school. I didn't miss a I didn't miss a live session. I didn't miss a class. I was in, even if I knew the crap, I knew the shit up and down. I was still there. I was going to hear something I didn't know. Like, oh, I know that shit. I'm gonna go back and do that now. Cause he just said some shit that he didn't need me to say, and now I gotta go back and check it out. Or Steve be on the call and like, oh, this is what happens with the vectors. Like, Steve was so smart with the vectors that when he created it with the vectors, I'm like, damn, like that makes total sense. So tune in. You got 24/7 access to the academy. Like, use it. Like nobody has this anymore. Nobody's teaching this. Nobody's got academies out anymore. They just had buy my course. I'm gonna turn you into a millionaire. That's false. We know that. Buy my course, turn you into a millionaire. Hey, I bought plenty of courses. I was not a millionaire. I was at the bank asking for a loan. Let me get another $1,000. I need to secure this account. FX Choice to my money. Another band. That's how it works, man. But you guys are lucky, straight up. I wish I had this when I was learning. My learning, my skills have been a lot better. I mean, they're better now, years later. But starting out as a newbie, I'm telling you right now, anybody coming in, Cam did it itself. Cam, when I was seeing his home, I'm like, damn, that was quick. Like, I told y'all when I first met, I couldn't see sauce for like 4 months. I couldn't figure out the BCLS for 4 months. I didn't understand what I was looking at. I'm like, what the hell am I looking at all? I had no clue. I couldn't figure it out. And then one day I was just staring. I said, oh shit, there it goes. 4 months later, y'all get it in one class, one sitting, 60 minutes. I had many 60-minute classes and I still couldn't get it because it wasn't broken down. So that's what I needed. That's what I do. I try to break it down so that you have the opportunity. And I'm here to make y'all money. Like, this is right now. I look at this every day and I'm like, this is impossible. This is crazy. This is a full day's of work, y'all. Like, I'm being serious. And we just sit here and chill like us on the screen. This is a full day's of work and we're done for the day. That's how this works. Print your money, man. Like, no more shitting around. Straight up, no more shitting around. So I'll close it for the night. I'll close in profit since we saw like $800 on the screen or $1,000 on the screen all night. Coming back and forth to my damn TP. It's all good though. But I'll take my 220 and I'll call it a day. I still got a winning day. I'm good. Winning day. We out here. MTN, we out here though. Just saying. Think about what you got. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. But I appreciate y'all definitely tuning in. I really hope y'all learned something. Go back and watch it. But this is how our session's gonna run. I'm gonna give y'all some info. We're gonna trade. We're gonna try to make money. And every day we come on these lives, yo, let's actually, give me a goal. Hey, Vons, let's do 300 a day. I'm okay with that. $300, let's be done, and then we can talk about and teach and trade. I'm okay with that. It was make $50 for the day. Hey, we make $50, cool. Whatever it is, I'm close to passing my challenge. Let's try to find a trade. Hey, just let me know. That's all I'm trying to say. Let me know. I'm here to trade live. Like trading live, I know lie. I hate trading live. I hate it. I hate trading live. I used to love it, but I hate it now because it just people. I watch these live sessions. Everyone just want to make money instead of just like, yo, just teach your people what you're doing, and that's what I'm trying to do. Teach you what I'm doing. I'll make the loss. I'll make the win. I don't care. Me personally, I could make the loss, get off this call, and then 3 minutes later make the money back. That I'm not worried about the loss. I'm worried about y'all receiving information. What I'm saying, receiving information. All right, so that's all I'm this. Get that information. Here we go. Now they want to come back to the corrections. Hey, I pulled my orders, so I had to make a move. I pulled my orders, so they made a move, man. Oh, that's crazy. But yeah, man, that's what I want to do. I just want to teach y'all. I just want to teach it and keep moving. Hey, there's more. There's more. There's more. I know good karma. That's okay though. But I'm okay. I'm not a shoulda, coulda, woulda trader. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I should have did this. I should have did that. No, I mean, we know. I told you my TP is down here to fill a gap. The end. But I'm not gonna go to sleep on a losing trade. And I'm awake and I'm watching the money print. I'm gonna close it, move on, go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, and I'll trade another account, whatever. I'm not about to revenge trade that. Like, no, I don't need to. Just priorities, y'all. Priorities. Other than that, I hope y'all have a good night. Tomorrow the market is closed, so if you win trades, make sure you close by 8:15. Take the time to start reading your book next week. Let's dive into breaking the habit of being yourself. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about it. It's legit. Yeah, definitely a book that needs to be read throughout this for the year. That's a beautiful drop. Woo, boy. Hey, if FOMO was a person right now, if FOMO was a person, oh boy. Woo, there you go. There you go. TP1 right there. Yeah. Yeah, TP, there you go. TP, there you go. Oh boy, if FOMO was a person, I'll be sitting right next to that definition in the dictionary right now. Woo. But yeah. You saw what an exit a long time ago. Your patience, yeah, it just, like I said, you gotta understand rejections coming off the 50. You really gotta understand this 50 EMA though, y'all. Before I get off, you gotta understand that 50 EMA. So make it your duty to understand the 50, your why. Make the 50 your why. Once you understand your why, you're good, right? Because at the end of this year, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna wait. Gotta see how y'all do first. Then get out of real gym. So, but yeah. I mean, a lot of people would have been out. They would have been out up here. They would close it. Oh, I've been out. But no, I mean, just patience, rejection. I told you the 2 candle rule I have. Like, you'll learn that. You're like, all right. Once you see like this exit for the 2 candle rule, like when you have that, it's called a safety exit. But for me, it's a 2 candle rule. In my book, in my handbook, it's called a 2 candle. It's called a 2 candle rule. But it's really what I do here is I just put it here, like whatever it's at, whatever coming, and I just write safety. It's a safety exit. So I know that, hey, I don't need to watch this dumb thing hit my damn stop loss. So, but you'll learn how to do that. Don't worry. Y'all gonna just continue what y'all doing. You're gonna learn how to do it. But that just, you ain't gotta watch it to stop loss. Like, well, I want to watch it my stop loss. I know what it's gonna do. Like after 100 charge, you're gonna be like, yeah. If I don't get out here, it's gonna hit my stop loss. Why need to watch this? You know what I'm saying? So, and I'll start with it by doing sauce. You'll see when we do sauce, and sauce is going the opposite way on you. You'll see. It'll make total sense. Well, other than that, y'all enjoy. Tons to learn this year. I can't wait to just get back on the charts and just, like I am now. It's nice. But next week we got reading, and we're gonna do some. We'll read next week, and then we'll do something. We'll do a live. We'll do a lot. We'll do like a. Maybe we'll do. I don't know. We'll definitely read for next week, and then I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll give you guys homework to do, and then we'll come back the following week, and then we'll just try to we'll do something. We'll figure it out. I'm kind of playing it by ear, but y'all enjoy the night. I'll see y'all next week. Enjoy the week. Don't get trapped in NFP on Friday. All right, don't get crazy. Trust me, tomorrow's the day. It's gonna be crazy and be off, and then Friday they're gonna open up and just go crazy. Don't lose your account. All right, don't lose your account. Just chill. Just chill. Paper trade if you need to. Shit, paper trade. And get them damn payouts. Stop playing. Get them payouts. Stop playing.